If you wouldn't mind, introduce yourself and tell us where you're coming from.
My name is Bernard Rabinowitz. I live in Wisconsin.
How many U.S. Opens have you competed in?
2.
And what was your first?
In 1973, the U.S. Open in Chicago, there was a record number of entrants, 800. And I hadn't played any U.S. tournaments, so I didn't have a rating. And I won the prize for the best unrated player.
And before coming to the U.S., how were your results in South Africa?
Well, my chess career started when I was about 12 years old. I had a friend who lived on the next block who had a weak heart and was bedridden, so I used to go over and play chess with him. Then we played a match of, I remember, 50 games. He won 48 and we drew 2. And then he admitted, he showed me Edward Lasker's Modern Chess Strategy book. And he says, this is a good book, I really learned from it. So he lent it to me and I studied it like crazy. Then I started beating him. The following year they were having the first South African Schools Chess Championship, which is like a South African Junior Chess Championship. So I went representing our province. I won it. And then a year later, I played again and won it again. That's twice. And then I was leaving high school and I was asked to play in the Western Province Chess Championship, which is grown up, they're all grown ups and good players, and I won that. They asked me to play in they were going to have a Johannesburg international tournament, to which Dr. Max Euwe and Muhring and another Dutch master were invited to play. So I played in that, and the first round I'm drawn against Max Euwe, and I was terrified. I sat down and he made the first move, pawn to king 4, and I said, gee, this is not so terrible. I played the first move, pawn to king 4, and then he played the Sicilian. And then the long and the short of it was, I was playing so carefully, because I figured if I make one slight little mistake, he'll just grind me down. We battled a bit and then he offered me a draw, which I accepted. I thought, I'm not going to grind out in the second 5-hour session. And so I drew against him. Then I also drew against Muhring, the other Dutchman. He played a Sicilian, and I used to play the dragon, so he played the attack. And over the board, I started thinking, I said, let me think crazy. And it was all book. And I came up with the novelty. And I sacked my knight on queen 5, and all it did was lead to a complete exchange of pieces. And I remember we were left with 2 bishops, and his rook and knight pawn were on the same colour as my bishop, so I went for it because I thought I'd have an endgame advantage, but it was a draw. So then I was Euwe recommended that I play in the World Junior Chess Championship. It was too late to play for the 1955 championship, which was in Finland, which Spassky won. And I think Euwe told him that I'd probably give Spassky a good go. So anyway, I went 2 years later. It was in Toronto, the World Junior Championship. That was very interesting because I decided that after that I decided I wanted to live in North America, and I was starting to be an actuary, so I didn't want to let chess interfere with my studies to become an actuary, which was a very wise move. And played in the World Junior Chess Championship. I didn't do very well. And I was also crushed by Bill Lombardy, by the way, won it. He won all 11 games. And I was crushed by Lombardy. And since I've been playing with Dave, I thought, and with all this of the Russian grandmasters now living in the US, I've been buying a lot of books and figured, God, no wonder none of us were able to beat the Russians way back. I mean, their training and then chess knowledge was, I thought, phenomenal. I'd never seen anything like it.
Let me ask you, to close out the interview, is that you had 20 years where you didn't compete, and today, what keeps you motivated to keep competing? Just reading all this chess knowledge from the Russian grandmasters, you know, like I'll call him Zinzin, because I can't. Zinzin, Lev Alburt, and the guy that I really like, he lives in Scotland. He's Danish, Jacob Aagaard. Mm-hmm. I saw his book in the bookstore, and it was just it just blew my mind away. And then I started reading all of his books, and I couldn't imagine that there was so much knowledge out there, and it got me interested again. The hunger for knowledge never stops.
Yeah.
I sincerely appreciate your time with the interview. Thank you so much.
Thank you.